Thank you for taking the time to answer our questions. I thought it was really cool that you got to study abroad in Paris and Canada. I've always wanted to go to Paris, and my stepdad's from Canada, so we get to go there a lot, but not French Canada. Just like it's right over the borders usually where we go, because that's where he's from. And I thought your work in Chicago with the immigrants was pretty cool. I've always wanted, to help people in some way that I can. I just didn't know quite how, and I thought that was a really cool way, helping them learn English and getting them to their appointments and making sure they have what they need was really cool.
Hi, Sister Nancy. My name is Caroline Schmid, and I'm one of the students at Wahlert who received your answers for the project about the BVM sisters. So I'd like to start by saying thank you for taking your time and responding to each of the questions we asked you. I feel like I got to know you in a way, and I really enjoyed reading about your time as a sister. One of the things that you mentioned in your answers was that religious life shapes you in that you can do a lot more in the community. That stuck out to me because I too feel that way. By going to Wahlert, I've learned so many things about service and what it means to others. And I've done so many things that have shaped me into becoming a better person. Some of that including community service and knowing that when I help someone out, I'm making their day better. You've definitely done more things than I could ever imagine doing, but I love the fact that you put your whole life into it, becoming a teacher and helping people with English, or learn English. I think it's so cool that you were blessed with the opportunity to do so and that you poured your heart into teaching. Another thing that I thought was interesting was that you said your biggest challenge in life was that you lost half of your hearing when you were 40. That must have been really hard for you to talk about, but I love that you took out all of the negativity that event gave you and turned it into something positive. You must have a lot of strength to do that, and I admire you for it. Thank you so much for sharing that with me, because I believe that it can be the first step for me in throwing out all the negativity in my life and finding more things that are good with my life. Truly, I think that's a very important characteristic to have, and hearing about someone who has done that makes me want to change parts of my life as well, if that makes sense. So thank you for sharing your answers with me. I loved reading them. Stay safe.
Hi, Nancy McCarthy. My name is Asin Taylor, and I just want to thank you for taking time to respond to our questions. I really liked reading your responses, and I found that we actually had a lot in common. I grew up in Chicago. I grew up in a primarily Hispanic immigrant neighborhood, so I do kind of know what you're talking about there. While I lived in Chicago, I also went to a French private school. So I have learned French from about kindergarten to 6th grade. Very interesting language, although I've never quite liked it when I was in school. Yeah, I was really happy reading your responses because you seem to have a really good outlook on life, and I think a lot of people can learn from you and your stories. I think you're a pretty positive person, and I think we could all use a little more of that in our lives. Just some things I was wondering, though. I don't know a whole lot about what it means to be a nun or sister, or the lifestyle, I should say. So I was kind of just wondering, what are, like, your favorite things that you like about your life as a sister, and what are some things that maybe you've missed or thought, I wonder like what this would have been like, or if those thoughts even ever crossed your mind, if maybe you felt like this is always what you were meant to do. But anyways, thank you for taking time out of your day to answer our questions. Really liked reading your responses, and I hope you stay healthy during this time. Yep, so have a nice day.